Okay. How's it going, everyone? It is, finally got my PC fixed, but, I'm not gonna get into that right now because, we're actually gonna be doing 2 streams, today. It was way too long. There we go. So, we're actually, gonna be doing, 2 streams today. So, first, we're gonna. Oh, hey, Bluetooth, how's it going? Been a while. Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna play some Virtue's Last Reward. As usual, it's the main series on the channel, so I want to go through it because I do want to start off, you know, Ace Attorney before, like, I die of old age. So, yeah. So we'll try. So we'll do another Virtue's Last Reward. And after that, I'm gonna be playing some Dragon Ball The Breakers, or Ball Breakers, as it should be referred to. And yeah, that will be fun because I'll get to that'll be a game with I won't be like reading fucking dialogue for hours, so I can actually when we're playing that, I'll be talking a little bit more about what happened with my PC and shit like that. But yeah, with that said. Let's just get right into the game. I just need to... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I just managed to fix my PC Thursday, I believe. Where is it? Zero escape. Here we go. Alright, shut up, Chaos, shut up. Okay. Alright, let me know if, do let me know if you can see that alright. Pull up the chat on my phone. Yeah, let's continue. Played 10 hours. Fun. I guess not. Oh yeah, also I guess I should mention over on this side, you might notice the last subscriber thingy is gone now. I just could not get it to update. I mean, it's been having issues forever, right? Like I would have to restart my whole Streamlabs, clear the cache, redo all my settings for it to fucking update. So even then it wasn't worth it, but at least it updated after I did all that shit. Now I can't even get it to update doing all that, so it's gone since it can no longer serve its purpose. Alright. Flow map. Right, okay, so we went this way, and we got 2 blocks, right? Block number 4. Block number 6. Alright, so... I guess in that case, the next thing we're gonna do is go down this route instead. Which I believe should just mean going into a different room. Yep. Yes.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need a
figure out who's gonna go through which door. Pay attention.
Also, I bit my tongue earlier today, so if I sound a bit weird, it's because I am in pain every time I talk.
I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
Not like serious pain, but it's like annoying pain. I quickly laid out our choices. A, Luna and I pair up with Clover and go through the green door. Okay. Option B, Luna and I pair up with Phi and go through the red door. And C, Luna and I pair up with Alice to go through the blue door. I believe we ended up pairing up with Clover, right?
3 minutes.
Okay, how do I want to do
Well,
this?
you decided the first time, right? Then can I decide this time?
Oh, yeah.
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose? Wouldn't you agree?
That means you should get to choose too.
Do you think biting or burning your tongue is more? Biting.
I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
Because, like, the thing is, you never, like, seriously burn your tongue. Right? Like, if, like, the only time I'll ever, like, burn it is if I'm, like, drinking, like, tea, right? Like, really hot tea. But, like, there, it's just, like, the very tip of it, and I can, like, take, like, just a tiny sip to taste the temperature. I mean, like, yeah, I'll get burned, but it'll be, like, nothing, and I'll be fine.
Now
like,
that we
right
listen
after.
to what Alice wants first.
I'm not just gonna boil a cup of tea and then just fucking chug it down my throat without testing the temperature first.
So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
With biting, though, right, like, it just happens like you'll just bite down on something thinking like you're biting down on a piece of food, and you'll just like fucking impale your tongue on your tooth. It fucking hurts.
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
So we would end up going, yeah, Phi.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game.
Are you?
All right,
Yeah,
we've
I'm
already
sure
gone
you
through
said
all this.
I
We
figured
can skip it.
I've been wanting something.
Oh,
We'll
I was just trying to remember which
yes.
What about is
place
that
we were going. Since it has been a while since we last played. The computer broke. So I believe last time we said no. So I'm just gonna pop a save here. I believe. Hold on. Let me say no again.
Why not?
Oh no, which the only
So yeah. So last time I believe we chose to go through the green door with Clover, right? Yes. So let's instead go through the blue door with Alice. That's even an option. I'd like to take option C. We'll take Alice in the blue.
Are you dense? What on earth makes you think I'd be willing to do that? There's no way in hell. I'm not going anywhere with you. You betrayed me in the last AB game.
Yeah, well, you betrayed me in a different timeline, so we are even.
I don't pair up with assholes.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
oh no, what are we going to do? We don't have much time left.
Come on. Just do what I say. Just do what I say. I'm the main
Sigma,
character.
please, can't you reconsider?
No. I don't really have a choice. No way I'd be able to physically force Alice to come with me. Not in less than a minute. Fine. Okay. Okay, so yeah. And the end of the day, we only have 2 real choices. Which is go through the green door with Clover, go through the red door with Phi. Which we already did that. We're gonna go. You know what? Option B is fine. Good with taking.
Wise choice. I have no objections.
There are no objections.
And we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until.
I don't really like
chromatic
leaving this down
doors
to the fucking
close.
wire.
9, 8, 7.
You could have gone in there like any time before they said the fucking dramatic countdown, you know? Unite quickly to one another and split up. Jay, Quark, and Alice headed for the green door. Enmyo, GD, and Clover ran towards the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Phi, and I ran to the red chromatic door. Next stage of the Nonary game.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Alright, we've never gone through the red door, so let's see what we got. Is this where the lab was? Or was that the green door? I don't remember. No, this is definitely where the lab is. The question is, will we go to the lab or will we go somewhere else? Huh? Dead end.
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't know what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever.
Thank you, Phi. Very
Try pulling it,
observant.
Sigma.
Why should
It
I?
might be dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Yeah, so you should do it. Hey, Firewall, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Right. I have no choice. You really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? Nothing on either side, is
What's
there?
that supposed to mean?
Yeah, sorry for the confusion. Talking about your breasts. What? Me? Go back. I think I missed something here. There an explosion, possibly strikes you when you pull it. Who knows? Ah, okay. I think I'd say that, you heartless monster. Nothing on either side, is there? What's that supposed to be? What? What the fuck am I reading? Is this a translation error? I mean, it has to be, right? Or am I just like misinterpreting something here? Because this just seems like a complete non sequitur. How do we go from this to this? I have no idea. I cannot decipher. He is speaking the language of the gods. Let's just leave it at that.
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
You're a C-cup. I'm talking 12 inches. Sigma, can you stop being a fucking Coomer for one goddamn second? For the love of God. We continue in that vein for some time until... Nice. Huh?
What?
It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever.
Thank you
Is that okay?
for being the only fucking adult in the room. Ah, no, I take that back. Phi is... Luna is the adult, Phi is the angsty teenager, and Sigma is just a fucking child. To coon is to live, Jonah.
Only the one on the left opened.
Those are still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. This place. Fancy? What is this place?
It looks like some kind of control room.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window. Maybe a generator?
How have I been? Yeah, I mean, I've had the weather's getting colder over here, so I've been getting like colds and fucking yeah, it's allergies and shit. Never been a fan of fall. Fall has always yeah, no. Fall has never been a good season for me. Alright, well, let's split up and look.
We need cards with the moon on them for the next AB game, right?
Yeah. Probably in this room somewhere.
Then let's get started.
Probably move the microphone a bit close. I'll probably be better. Seek a way out. Alright. Let's figure out this puzzle. Okay, so first of all, I just want to check. Where are we? We are in the control room, but not the lab, huh? Interesting. Alright, well, let's get through here and see if we can figure stuff. Okay. Okay, so it looks like as we do this, we go across the whole room. Damn. But then this just... Okay, so this is all just one big room. Very interesting. And we can just scroll around it. Cool. Let me see. This looks like a control panel. Covered with screens and buttons and so on. I don't see anything. Oh, these look like they stand out a little bit, but. Huh. Let's see what that. Past. Okay. This is the most action I've ever seen in a Chunsoft game. A laptop. It's got something on the screen. It's the letter T. Huh. See the thing plugged into the side of the laptop? Yeah. Looks like a memory stick. T on the screen. Something plugged. Camera. Must be scanner. I don't think this is a memory card. What? Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. There's a synth slit at the end. Just wave that part over any image or text you want to scan. Then you can plug it back into the laptop. Look at what you've scanned. Neat. So can we use that on this? Ah, so now it's gone yellow. Huh? The screen changed. I think that's because you pulled the thing out. Screen's blue now. This is... Huh. Looks like a password. I think this is for the panel on the safe. Assume so. Okay, that was remarkably easy. What? Take that with me. Wait, is that the escape or the secret files? Cause that can't be that can't be it, right? There's gotta be more to this room. Safe control room. Yeah, okay, so that's the secret file. Let's go ahead and grab that. Where is this? No. Safe. Looks like the ones I saw in the AB room in the infirmary. So if you put in a password, it should open. Looks like it works just like the same too. Okay. Sun, moon. Sun, moon. And Piece of cake. That was remarkably easy. What the hell? Zero ran out of budget while designing this room. I mean, yeah, you really phoned that one in. I guess we'll read through those files real quick. Let's see. Yeah. For some reason, Sigma, or perhaps the author, seem to be unnaturally obsessed with swimsuits. Why is that? Was he involved in a horrible swimsuit accident, now repressed in his youth? Did he have a crush in high school on a girl in the swim team, put her Olympic aspirations ahead of any possible romance? Is he just a perv? World may never know. I'm gonna go with the latter from all the evidence we've seen so far. The device can be used in an emergency to deactivate the antimatter bomb hidden throughout the facility. Well, that'll be helpful to get a hand on. It doesn't really have any official name. Sometimes it's called the designated computer terminal. Sometimes it's just the input device. The device has a small QWERTY keyboard beneath the LCD display. At the top is a large black cable which can be attached to the bomb you wish to deactivate. Entering the correct password on the keyboard will stop the detonation. Okay, so if we can get our hands on this thing, that'll be very useful. In a general sense, an antimatter reactor is a system that generates electricity, or some form of power, antimatter-matter reactions. This facility uses hydrogen and antihydrogen. The reactions power a turbine which generates energy and powers everything in the facility. Looks like a gigantic octopus, but it's definitely not edible. Okay. Ah, so that's what's in the, that's what's behind the glass in this room. That's, I'm sorry to hear that, Firewall. Yeah, I hope, whatever it is, you know, your situation improves. Yeah, okay, so I'm a physicist, and I've worked, like, energy and stuff. I highly doubt there's been any, like, physicist that hasn't had the idea of an antimatter reactor. The problem with that is, and I mean, in concept, an antimatter reactor is great. It's essentially the same concept as a fusion reactor, right? You just, you combine these two things, there's a loss of matter, and that generates energy. The difference being, of course, with nuclear fusion, you're only losing, right, if you fuse two hydrogen atoms together into a helium atom, you're losing a tiny fraction of their mass, which is then getting converted to energy. It's still a lot of energy. But with antimatter, if you take you're converting its entire mass, which means you get a lot more, right? If you use a fusion reactor with two hydrogen atoms, you'll get like this much energy. If you use an antimatter reactor with a hydrogen atom and antihydrogen reaction, you'll get a fuck ton more. So in theory, an antimatter reactor is a really cool concept. The issue with it, though, is that creating antimatter is extremely expensive and extremely energy consuming. So in order to get the antimatter that you would need to power a antimatter reactor, it would just use up way more energy than such a reactor could generate. So it's really, so unless we can figure out a better way to obtain antimatter, it's really not feasible. Antihydrogen bomb. Particular type of antimatter. Normal hydrogen atoms have one proton, one electron. An antihydrogen atom has the opposite, one antiproton, one positive. I've always been bugged by this. Well, why does the anti-electron get a cool name, but the antiproton doesn't, right? Like we should call it something like a negatron or something, no? Or proton, negaton, I think would probably be right, because positron, right? The electron already has the R, so proton doesn't have an R, so it should really be a negaton, but we just call it an antiproton. Fuck, I don't know. November 2011, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, issued a statement announcing they had captured an anti-hydrogen atom. Claiming they had gathered 38 of them, in fact, and managed to hold them in a special container for 0.2 seconds. Less than 6 months later, in June 2011, they managed to capture several more anti-hydrogen atoms and contain them in more than 1,000 seconds. So the creation of storage and antimatter is still a difficult obstacle. These results suggest that antimatter reactors could be possible, could someday be a possibility. Right. I'm not really that concerned about storage because yeah, like you can already see, like from 2010 to 2011, literally in 1 year, we went from 0.2 seconds to 1,000. That's an increase of, that's a 5,000 times increase. So I'm not concerned about storage time, right? That should be a relatively easy problem to solve. It's just the generation is, the generation is just so hard. TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the power of an atomic point. That was anti-hydrogen atom. TNT equivalent. TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the point of explosive devices. Specifically, explosive power is usually described by tonnage, the amount of energy 1 ton of TNT, approximately 4.184 gigajoules. This means that an explosive device with an output of 1 megaton generates 4.184 petajoules. TNT stands for Trinity, Tiltrin, no, Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. Trinitrotoluene. That's it. It's one of the most common explosives, which is how it came to be a reference point. A kilogram of TNT has 4.18 megajoules of energy, but a kilogram of butter has 30 megajoules. Butter is some dangerous stuff. Yeah, it just so happens that it's TNT can all be released at once, whereas butter is it's quite hard to get all that energy out of butter. E equals mc squared. Einstein's famous equation. Put simply, it means that energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared. Which has how much energy you'd get by annihilating matter with antimatter. A lot. But also carries an interesting implication that with enough energy, you could theoretically create matter. Yes, this is the fun one. I mean, it's theorized that it's possible that originally the universe was entirely energy, and then that energy simply coalesced into matter, because that's all that matter is. It's what you get when you concentrate a bunch of energy in one spot, you get matter. Matter is really just another form of energy. Which is why converting matter to energy and vice versa through nuclear reactions and stuff does not violate the conservation of energy, because the energy is still there. The amount of energy you get by combining 350 milligrams each of matter and antimatter. You get this number using the equation E equals mc squared. You get when you convert 700 milligrams to kilograms. 7 times 10 to the minus fourth. 0.007 kilograms. What's the speed of light? Kilometers per second. If you convert that to meters, you get 3/10 to the 8th, or about 3 per second. What if you square that? At 9 to the 16th, and then if you multiply that times the original mass, you get 63 times 10 to the 12th, 63 trillion. A whole lot of shit. Yeah, cool stuff. What is that thing? An octopus. That's a pretty big octopus. Yeah. Yeah, they take all our lives to eat something like big. Don't eat it. I think that maybe that's an anti-annihilation reactor. Annihilation? You mean like that bomb? Yeah. Or if the annihilation bomb would work on the same principle. I think Phi knows a lot more about these things, though. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Tidbits, huh? It is what Luna thinks. It should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there. Probably hydrogen and antihydrogen, flowing into one another. When they do, they annihilate one another. That's where you get the name, and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by... Ah, stop. Too complicated. You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off annihilation energy, right? Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine, like a steam engine or an internal combustion engine. It's better. All the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus. So that would make this room. Yes. This makes Mr. Octopus's control room. And you could theoretically turn that into a bomb by having it, you know. Because all you're doing there is you're just having a, you know, it's the same concept of a nuclear bomb versus a nuclear reactor. In a nuclear reactor, you're causing fusion or fission for that matter. They aren't electrical. For, you know, with a nuclear reactor, whether it be fusion or fission, really what you're doing is you're it's a sustained nuclear reaction where you're constantly causing fusion or fission, but you're controlling the rate at which it happens. That way you can control the output of heat, which then can be controlled with energy. In the case of a nuclear bomb, you specifically want a material that is fissile, meaning that you can start a chain reaction. So when one detonates, it will release neutrons, and then those neutrons, when they hit another atom of uranium, for example, it will cause that one to go, and then the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. So you're essentially so the entire thing of the nuclear bomb it's essentially you take everything that happens in a nuclear reactor over a long period of time and you just compress it down to a really small amount of time, and that's you get the big kaboom. So this is essentially the same principle, right? Whereas in the bomb, you're just smashing a bunch of hydrogen and anti-hydrogen together at the same time. Here, you're doing it at a controlled rate to create an amount of energy that you can contain and convert to actual electricity. So if you could theoretically just increase the rate at which hydrogen and anti-hydrogen are being fed into the reactor, you would turn a antimatter reactor into an antimatter bomb. So, yeah. Fun stuff. Make sure not to touch any levers that you don't know what they do. These are all wrapped in PP bands. PP bands. Rope made of polypropylene. I fucking hate chemists. I fucking hate chemists. They come up with the dumbest fucking names. Polypropylene. Motherfucker. Like, why? Fucking why? These are not even the bad ones. Like, you'll have molecules with names that are like 30 words long. Like, no, please. To be fair, every scientist is garbage at naming things. They're all just garbage in different ways. Chemists will literally just put as much information into the name as possible, right? Like, the naming philosophy in chemistry is if you know the name of a thing, you know what it is. Even if you've never heard of that thing before, just from someone telling you the name, you know its chemical structure. You're like, okay. I mean, that's not exactly... Like, the point of a name is to refer to something in a shorthand way, not to just, you know, give a fucking, like, the point of a name is that it should be something quick and easy so you can describe an object quickly. Like, if a chemist named a table, they would name the table, wooden rectangular object with 4 legs that is stationary and can be used to put food on. Like, I don't want to say that every time I want to say, yeah, I want to buy a table, right? Like, it's meant to be a shorthand. I mean, physicists and mathematicians are on the opposite end of the spectrum. We just name everything after random people who invented them, or not even that in some cases. So, like, you'll get, like, a thing where, like, so, like, you'll have, like, 50 different things. Like, there's Euler's number, Euler's formula, Euler's equation, which is different from Euler's formula. There's a different Euler's number. There's an operating system called Euler. There's so, like, you could legitimately ask someone Euler-Lagrange equation, or like there's a Boltzmann constant and a Stefan Boltzmann constant, because fuck you. like it's like what equation should I use to solve this function? Oh, just use Euler's equation, bro. Like, motherfucker, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? There's like 5. And there's a protein literally named Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, yeah, that's biologists who are... We don't talk about biologists. Cardboard box filled with hidden machinery. Think we can use it? I don't know what it is. Looks like there's a few different books here. That's some sort of dense technical thing and awful. Huh. Doesn't look like there's any here though. Interested to see what they are. Huh? Ominous timer is ominous. A red clock. That's 11,400 seconds on the face. Not sure why. And it's clearly a timer. The time what though, I can't say. Tom's the Fish! I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome! Is this your first stream? Or is this just your first time chatting? Oh. Ah, so we need to scan this instead. Okay. Folded cardboard boxes. Okay. Huh, that looks promising. Let's see here. Damn, I can't understand any of this. Some kind of code? None of these have anything useful. Much for that. Boxes. Looks like something's in the blue box. What it is? Compass and a... Very interesting. Useful here. Build incomprehensible code. Oh. 510 minutes. Why are there different clocks? Okay. And then we got more of the... Oh, God! Why is there multiplication and division now? Oh, God, this is gonna be a pain. Alright. Awful. What the... This sheet is on and off written a bunch of times. Doing with that protractor? Oh, I was thinking of measuring the angle. Angle of what? What? Valves? Oh. What's this? It's got all these pipes. Look at the back and look at the black and yellow lever. There's power under it. You think this turbine has electrical cables in it or something? Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current. What would that accomplish? I don't know. Well, I'm guessing that power level is the source. Huh. Might as well give it a... Wait! Don't get ahead of yourself. With a 20. Huh? Lever's missing. But a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. Ah. What's a tubing? Lever for 320 seems to... Wonder if there's a lever around here that might... This? Oh, screen. I don't think it's turned on. Maybe I can't get power for some reason. I'm guessing that's what we need that for. What is this thing? It's huge. Guess it's used to analyze things. Looks like it's missing a part though. Okay, well let's head back to the computer and use the other thing. Biologists would name something a certain way just to sound cool. For example, Sauroniops, theropod dinosaur whose name literally translates to the Iciron. Yeah, some scientists are just nerds. It comes with the territory. Like, there are some incredibly dorky names. Okay, so we will do the board numbers. So let us. Scan this clipboard. So now we have a green. Look at the screen. Huh. Change. Huh? That's weird. Paper with the numbers on it, right? It's showing 4 digits now. Oh, if we read them in the direction of the arrow, then we've got 7213. I'm just gonna make a quick note of that. 7. 1, 3. Arrow. There you go. So 7213, that I would imagine the code would have to go. What the hell? Look, this locker looks like the ones in the crew quarter. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's see here. Ah! It's using the clocks. Okay, so there's 2 digits for each clock. Hours, minutes, I guess. Okay. Look at these. Blue clock. Yeah, but it's just that, Guess 510 minutes would be, by going by hours, 600 is 10 hours. 540 is 9 hours, so then it's gotta be 8 hours, right? Yeah. 8 hours is gonna be 8 hours, and 540 minutes, that's 480, so that's gonna be 30 minutes. As if we were to, yeah, because we got another 30 minutes, we get to 540, and then that's, yeah, okay, cool. So, oh wait, that's actually the blue clock, fuck. Just gonna align that in blue. And the red clock, 1,400 seconds. Right, an hour's 3,600 seconds is. Okay, we can get rid of one of the zeros, and we get 11. We get 1,140 decaseconds, with 6 decaseconds being a minute. You divide that by 6. Oh god, I don't want to do math today. Fuck me. It's the weekend. I already spent all the fucking week doing math. God damn it. Alright. So you make a scientific discovery, what stupid name would you give it? I mean, it would depend on the discovery. I had to pick a name that is, you know, it would have to be something related to the discovery. That is also dumb as shit. I'm not just gonna call something the Amogus particle for no fucking reason, right? Now, if it's a particle that hides amongst other particles and you can't really tell which one it is, then that would be a good candidate for an Amogus particle. Or then, you know... Alright, well, let's just write down hour. So 1 hour is that. 2 hours is gonna be 1,200. 3 hour gonna be 4 hours be 4. Yeah, okay, we're not getting to 4. Okay, so that's... The red is 3 hours. If I ever discover an unnamed comment, I'm just gonna call it D's nuts. You know, as is your God-given right. Okay, so now we gotta convert. So then, this minus that, we get... That's about... Yeah, that's 600 seconds. That's 600 seconds left over. And then 600 seconds is obviously just divided by 60, 10 minutes. 3 hours and 10 minutes. If that's what it wants. Alright, so the blue clock, 8 hours. We get 8. 2 plus 6, that's 8. Then 30 minutes, gonna be 13 plus 17 is gonna be 30. Alright, now the red clock is gonna be 3 hours, so 2 plus 1. And 10 minutes, which is gonna be 4 plus 6. Beautiful! You did it! It unlocked! You can open it. What the fuck is that? Rainbow tree root. Imagine how high you'd get smoking that. Wow, those are some intense colors. What is that thing? I think it's a root system for a tree. What? Come on, no tree has rainbow roots. I don't think it looks like that naturally. They probably painted it. It's pretty ugly. I agree. So, what am I supposed to do with it? Not sure I'd make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think I'd make it past customs. You're supposed to put it somewhere. Like... Oh, on the machine, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Put that there. Huh. I can put the rainbow-colored root here. Rainbow-colored root. Put it on the machine. What do we do now? Well, we're gonna need to activate the... We're gonna need to activate the control panel, which means we need to get the lever for that, which means this thing. Okay. So 7213. Let's see if that one works. So 7 1 5 plus 2, 7. 2 is gonna be 0 plus 2. That's the new chemical agent named Amongogen. Shut up. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. 1 is just gonna be... 2 divided by 2 is gonna be 1. And for 3... 1 plus 2, 3. Alright, beautiful. It's actually interesting because we barely I don't think we ever used multiplication there. We only used addition and division once, right? I was expecting that to be a bit harder. Good work. Open it up. Actually, I'm actually curious. What numbers can you get from this keypad? So 4 plus 5, that's 9. What? Is it 5 divided by 1? In which case 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 0 plus 4, 4. 1 times 0, 0. 0 plus 2, 2. 2 times 4, 2 plus 1, 3. 2 by 2, 1. Oh, so it actually it is a fully functional keypad. That is very cool. Ah, alright, Firewall. That, time zones be like. But yeah, thanks for being here. See you some other time. Probably be streaming tomorrow, though I'm not sure when. Alright, but yeah, let's open this up. Disc shaped. Alright. This is not what I was expecting. But I know this goes in the machine. What's this thing? Pretty big. You're supposed to wear it like a crown. Why the hell would I need that? Well, it could be part of a machine. It is. You got to attach it to something. Yeah. Put that up here. Huh. Looks like it would fit. There we go. That's the analysis thing that I'm guessing goes while scanning shit. Shift like a ring. So we need to figure out this. Then so we do need that lever. Hey. This box? Oh. Safe. Anything interesting in these boxes? Oh. So what am I missing here? You open up the safes? Perfect. Now that we attach the missing part, it should work. Wait, not right. What's wrong? Where's the power button? But nothing happened. Maybe it doesn't have enough power? Oh, I see. Yeah, so we need to restore power using this. On, off, on, on. I have to read the whole thing out loud. Look, there's a hole in the middle of it. Right, for the compass. Oh, yeah. Yeah? Well, the hole looks like it was made for this with a needle. Are you thinking about putting the compass needle in the hole? Yeah. The compass isn't spread, though. I don't think you can draw a circle like it. No. Is this for something? Usually this compass draws circles. Or should we draw a circle? Not a sweet piece of paper, I assume. How big is? Oh. An angle to set the compass to, that might help. I can do that. There's an angle. 60. Okay. So, just put the compass needle in here. Interesting. So you use the compass to make the circle. Now the circle touches specific words. Words are a clue. Off, on, off, on. That? I think we need to get rid of it. Off, on, off, off. Okay. Now, where's this fucking lever? Did I miss something in one of these? No. Nothing there. All the boxes. Huh? Probably the exit. Looks locked. Lock for the exit. This lock, unfortunately. This looks just like the one in the crew quarters. So we need to look for a key to open it, right? That would be my guess, yes. Yeah, Aha! You're a different color. Hey, I think you can move these. Oh, you're right. It's off on the top and on the bottom. Right. And this one was the white one. So then it either goes this way around the circle or this way. So let's try clockwise first. So on, off, on, off, off, off. On, off, on, off, off. Oh, there we go. Sigma, what are you doing? Don't break it. Oh, no, it wasn't me. It just fell off. Sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's off now, so no point in crying over spilt levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere else. Where? I see. Okay, so getting the right combination there gave us the lever, and now we use the lever on the thing. Very cool, very cool. Okay, let's put it here. Good. There we go. So, what's it to do with this thing? Found a manual on the floor over there. It says this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way. Huh? Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Actually, it's complicated. The little version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquids. Okay. So you turn that rightmost lever all the way up to the left. Do that, then all the liquid coming from 200 will go to the left tube. Turn all the way to the right when it goes to the right tube. What if you put it in the middle? Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of getting 40. Well, what's the deal with the question? We don't know the exact numbers that we need. Those represent unknowns in the target value. Ones with 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number. The ones with 1 mean those are 2-digit numbers. Of course, the single question mark means the value is only a single digit. What about the one that starts with a 3? Well, I would guess that means the hundreds digit has to be a 3. So 4 just means the tens digit has to be a 4. 5 means the ones digit has to be a 5, right? Yeah, I think so. So let me see if I've got this. You adjust the lever so that the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom. That's correct. You've gotten all the levers set. Then I think you pull down on the power lever, just like this. Huh. I think that about covers it. Oh, wait, one more thing. Liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual is very specific about that. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard, so... okay. So, right, we can essentially cut some things off. So, for example, you will only ever influence these 2. You will influence these 3. You will influence these 3. And you will only influence these 2. In fact, you are the only one that ever influences that one. So let me think. You have to half this one twice, right? Because, 240, right? If you half it first, that's divided by 2, that's 120. You have it again, that's 60. That's the only way to get a 2-digit number here, right? Because if you send all of it this way, right? If you send all of it, okay, so let's start with this one. If you send that one that way, you get nothing here. That 0 doesn't work. If you send it everything this way, then that's 240 here. That's 0, doesn't work. That's 120, too big. And that's 240, too big. So what you have to do is you have to half it twice so that it's 60 going this way. So I'm gonna mark that as done. So we're gonna say this is 120. This is 60. And then this is 60. And this is 120. Okay, so flowing this way, we already have a 180. So right now, these two add up to 180 to get to 2. If we were to half 320, it would become 160, which then means 160 plus 180 is 340, which is correct, right? That's a 4 in the tens. So we put a... But a 1-digit number. How do we get a 1-digit number there? I don't think that's not possible. 0 is a 1-digit number. Ah, I see. So we turn all the water to go that way. So we have to do that. So we have to. So this has to be 0. Also, 60. Shit. No, you're supposed to be 0. Cool. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. We half this one. You get 160. 160. Then these add up. 160 plus 160 is 240. 220. Then 220 plus 1020 is 340. I think those ones done. So then you have 160 going here, which means whatever's coming down this route can't be must be divisible by 10, because if the water coming down this way is a 5, then this is not going to be a 0. Which means if we half this, it becomes 105. If we half it again, it becomes 57.4. So we need to not touch that, right? We can't split it unless. Okay. We can't split it. So either, right? Either we send. So this one is going to be either 0. That way it's 160, or it's going to be 210. And then that one's going to be 370. Either way, it works. So either 0 or 210. We need to figure out which one. So let's look at this one. You need to be a 3, but you don't have enough. So if I send everything this way, just for the sake of the argument, let's say I send everything this way. That's 240. But I need a 30. So I'm going to need to take some of that 210 and either... Let's see, if I send the 210 all that way, right? That's 210. And then here, if I split it in half into 105 and 105. 105. 105. Then this one is going to be 345, which works. And this one is going to be 105, which also works. Incidentally, this also means you are 0 and you are 160. You are 340. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Okay. Is there any other way? Like if you split this one and then you send it all that way, you get 155 here. Yeah, there are actually 2 solutions. The other solution is splitting it here, then sending it all that way. But it's also just fine to just do that. I believe that should work. Very well. Nice. Yes, I am the champion. Look. Ah, and it's on now. Beautiful. Turn the power on. Look. Moving. Looks like it's finally ready. Ready for So ready for what? Well, ready for you to use this, I'm guessing. Screen. Yeah. Pink. Just a code? If it's just a code, that's gonna be very easy. I've got it. Machine is a CT scanner. You mean like from a hospital? Yes. One of those things that can take pictures of cross sections of your brain and organs and stuff? Yeah. Can image things other than the human body too. Like this root, for instance. And so the root is gonna have our escape code out? So what we're seeing on the left is a slice. Root. So? What are we supposed to do then? Trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens. Sorry for the late response, was playing League, and yes, it's the first time catching that. Ah, no worries. I know how some of those League games can drag on for a while, right? I have a friend plays League, and it's just it's not entirely helpful. But yeah, I mean, you know, welcome to the channel. How did you find us? Was it did you get like this stream recommended, or did you like hop into a different like did you catch like a video beforehand? I mean, just statistically speaking, Guilty Gear Strive is probably the most likely one. Alright. Going up and down where the image of the blade will allow you to scroll between layers. The bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of these circles are blank, and the appropriate number to each. The numbers you can use are displayed below the cross-section. You can move the numbers where they're needed to go by dragging them. Here goes nothing. Oh. What the fuck is happening here, people? Really? More math? Why is this just math day? What the fuck? So your first / reward videos, I was looking for good Let's Play of it. Oh, very interesting. Well, I will try to live up to your standards then. Let's see. Guessing, well, 3 out of 15, 4 out of 16, 2 out of 20. Do you want to get to 100? Guessing an even mix of all the... I have no idea what I'm supposed to... Okay, so right now there's a 12. Let's see if I add a 3. Let's add a 3 here, see what that does. That doesn't seem to change anything. Let me just throw in random numbers. Okay. 100 becomes 4 out of 16, 3 out of 15. Oh, this puzzle. Good luck, Lamau. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, let's see. So these are all supposed to add up to 1, I'm guessing, right, overall? Which means I should be able to figure out the blue one, the other one. So, it's common denominator, go down to a 10, go down to 4, but not 10. They're 15 is good. 30, 45, 60, no. Go up to 80. Hold on. Let me put my math brain here. All right, what's 80? You don't go up to 80. You have to 75 though. Another 40, 120. Do you go up to 120? You do. Or wait, no. You don't go up to. No, you fucking don't. I'm being stupid right now. You go up to 160. Do you get 160? You get 120. You don't get 160. Get 220. I mean, you get 240. Multiples of 8. 6. Okay, I need to write down my multiplication tables. 16, 32, 48, 64, 64, and then 80. So 80 is, yeah, it has to be multiples of 80 then. The only time it's gonna have a 0 at the end, and we need a 0 for that 20. So that's gonna be 80. That doesn't work because the closest is 75. 160 doesn't work because the closest for 15 is gonna be 120, 30. Yeah, so 15 goes up to 150, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer here. Next one is gonna be 40. And for 240, where does 15 go? Obviously 150. Another 60. You go up to 10. Oh, 240. 240 is it, right? Divisible by 20. Okay, so it's 16 times 5 is 8, 15. 16 times 15. Okay. And then for 20, it's 20 times 12? Yes. Okay. So the 4/6 actually times 15. 4 times 15 is 60 over 240. Would be 1/4 of it, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Then 3 times 16 is going to be 3 times 4, which is 12 times 4. It's going to be 48. So 48 over 240. Then 6 times 12 is 6 times 6, 36 times 2, 72. I think. So 72 over I have no idea what I'm doing is right, by the way, but we're just we're gonna work through it, see if this leads us to something. This is these fractions are calling to me. Hold on, let me just make sure. 6 times 2 is 12, then another 2, 4, and then times a 3. 4 times 48, another one. Yeah, okay. So then adding those up together, 72 plus 48 is going to be 120, and then plus 60, that's going to be 180. So in total, we currently have 180 over 40, which means the blue one has to be 60 over 240. So it's also 4/16, I think. Alright, hold on, let me make sure this makes sense. These two together become 8 plus 2, that, move the 2 over there, that's a 50. 50 plus 70 is 120. Oh yeah, that's halfway. So then these two split the difference. So, okay, so the blue should be 4/16, I think. Now, what the fuck does that mean? Okay, so I think all these numbers need to add up to 100, and they need to add up to a specific portion of 100. Got it. So, in this case, let's reduce these fractions a little bit now that we have them. So, for red, it's gonna be... for red, that's gonna be 1/5. Red is gonna be 1/5. For green, this is what I do. That's 3/10. 2/10. And you're gonna be 1/4. There we go. That should all add up properly. So 1/4 of 100 is obviously 25. So that's what we need yellow and blue to add up to. So 19 plus 6 is 25. 15 plus 10 is 25. Then for red, we're trying to get 1/5 of 10, which is 20. That's a 12. Put an 8. And then for green, we're trying to get 3/10, which is 30. That's a 21. Put a 9. Booyah! Let's go! Also, I did that so much harder than I had to be. I should have reduced the fractions before I tried to add them up. But, I mean, either way, it's still, you know, it turned out to be basically how I thought it would go. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that was not too bad. That was not bad at all. You're the first person I've seen do this puzzle. Good work. Thank you. No, I can 100% imagine that puzzle takes a while to do because it's extremely counterintuitive, you know? I guess as a physicist, I'm just used to just writing down, like, when I see a problem, just writing down random math and see where it leads me. Because that's really the only way you can solve that problem. It's just try to randomly work out the math and see if that works out to something, like, to a possible solution. You sure did. That's amazing. Good work. Oh, would you look at that? Color changed. I wonder. Have a look, Sigma. I mean, I'll definitely, I am definitely the type of person who watches Let's Plays of games that I like, so I'll definitely end up watching, a Let's Play of this, so I'm very curious to see how long it takes people to do that, because I can imagine that one would take a while. Says, I knew it. You've seen a password like this before, haven't you, Luna? Yes. AB room in the infirmary. We'll open the safe, right? Yeah. And we are outie. Hour and 30 minutes to well, thereabouts. It lasts probably like hour and 15. Not a bad time. I guess I can just delete my I will say having this brain memory thing to just write stuff down is very helpful. It's extremely helpful being able to just do work on this rather than having to like actually pull up paper and pen. I also just I don't think I would do that if I had the choice to like do pen and paper because I don't know, I feel like I should be able to solve this with the tools the game provides me, you know? Or I might just be saying that because I left my my calculator at the office on Friday, so I don't have it with me. And if I did, I probably would have used it because that would have gone a lot faster if I just used my calculator instead of working out the fractions myself. What's the star moon star? Okay. There we go, and we are out of here. Now let's see, what do we got here? Yes, opened. Now let's get our prizes. First we've got map. As always, it says floor B. One we found in the crew quarter said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. Came down here using an elevator, right? That would make A the top floor. Weird. All the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor. But look at it this way. A for above, B for below. Unless there's more floors. Why does that seem ominous? I mean, it's a famous saying, right? As above, so below. Oh, whatever. Moving on. Our next prize is, let's see. Cards. They have a moon on them. That means these are the moon cards the announcer was talking about. I can play the next AP game. They gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll take one. One of you guys, right? Sure. Got 2 other things left. Did one of them before, but this one... kind of input device? There's a keyboard on it. And a cable connected to the top. We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now, though. Finally. The key. Get out now. Yeah. This should unlock the exit. A key found in the safe. No more screwing around. Let's move. Alright. And that just goes in there. Nice. Yes, let's... I agree. 3, 2... Alright, cool. Let's see where this path will lead us.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Well, that was fast! These motherfuckers. Why are they just rushing to those ambidex gates? I guess they don't know. Zero hasn't told them that if you don't participate, you die yet, maybe? I don't know, because, like, motherfuckers are just screwing everyone over right
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Huh? What's going on?
Maybe someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Bitch ass motherfuckers. What the? Oh, why the hell would they just go and open one of the doors on
We
their
should get back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Right. Go. Ah, so that's the control. Got it. Alright, so we're gonna have to choose whether to ally or betray Phi. Right now we have the same number of points because we betrayed Alice, so we are at what? That. I need to check how many points we're at, but I think if we do one more betrayal, we end up... Yeah, I think we're at 6 points, and if we betray Phi, we end up at 9 and get out, right? Locked out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. I stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover. Hey, what the hell is this? How'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
Clover and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
You motherfucker. Yes, I do have
Why?
a problem.
I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
Of course, no sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see? He
What? What happened to Quark?
Yep.
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Alright, 45 minutes to deal with this situation until we all die horrible deaths. Beautiful. Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and left through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after.
Quark. Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. I wonder how this is going to play out differently than last time. Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools.
Without a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Luna?
That's right. I heard you have a medical license.
Wait, is that true?
So far, everything
yes,
seems to be the
but-
same.
You have to take a look at him then, please.
Okay.
I guess that's one thing I think I've said this before,
see
but I
what I
guess
can
I'll
do.
say it again just in case.
I think that machine over
I don't know
there
if it's
is a
just
medical
me,
scan. It's called an atom. It uses
but it
nuclear
feels like your choices in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors had more of an effect on the story than they do in here in Virtuous Last Rewards. Like, I feel like the vast majority of the dialogue, at least from the so far we've done 3 different paths, and basically the majority of the dialogue has remained mostly the same. Like, I feel like there was a lot more unique dialogue and changes to, like, the overall flow in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, of course, but I'm not sure, since maybe there'll be bigger changes in some of the other pathways? No, we'll see.
I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
Minutes. Body.
Well, I feel so terrible. Quark has an infection.
Oh no.
Don't
Yes.
tell me.
He's been infected with a virus called...
You heard of this virus? Article 6.
Yeah, I told Alice and Tenmyoji.
Phi and I heard about it.
Still same thing.
He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
The voice seems... Why wasn't it possible?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
Yeah, we looked around, but we didn't
Treatment
see
centers
anything.
was more likely.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Theo's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
In the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anybody would put medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives.
Ah, so they went to the archives. We didn't.
Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine.
Oh God. And he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the 3 of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden. It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff. Yeah. No medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
Tenmyoji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away
Okay.
from me!
What?
I can't.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to.
But
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Scalpel.
no! Let go! Let go of me!
Yep.
right.
On it.
Me too.
Let go!
Other than everyone going in different places, so
Right.
far everything's playing out
Damn
basically
you,
the same.
bastard! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul once my body's gone. Please, you have to let me go. Let me go! I'm trapped here. Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Kill! Ah!
Yeah, kid, you've given us the speak before. So Alice takes the scalpel. Notice scalpel. You
Luna.
down.
Yes,
Set it
are there
in.
any No, well, what? There's
So,
That's the one that's good. Hit him. He'll be fine. It's just, it won't.
But-
Just hurt. Come on, Luke.
Okay, let me. Okay,
Good. Wait. Now.
right.
No. Stop.
So Quark neutralized, cool. Then Alice is gonna have the scalpel, and she's gonna run out of the room, and we're gonna have to chase after her.
Respiration, blood pressure. According to these readings,
All right, yes, we're good for now.
yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
All that
I think
adrenaline.
that might be the viruses. It probably attacks the part of the brain that.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical Six?
Well, considering she is a medical person, I would assume she would hope. I would hope she would know about it a good amount.
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article. Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
Sure you were. Maybe you're Radical Six. We're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go get a glass of water because my throat is getting a bit thirsty, and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Oh, almost forgot to swap back to game view. That would have been disastrous.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, yes, at least.
What are you doing?
Turn around. There we go. There's Alice. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. Looked at her, table, looked at the Quark had, yeah.
We're all going to die.
You've said this before in the previous timeline.
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
On doo-doo.
You don't understand? All of humanity. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Damn it. Alright, let's see if the chase goes any way different. Yeah, I mean, it should, considering the next spot on the timeline is a decision, rather than just a fucking, rather than just a lock, so I'm very interested to see how that goes. Where did you go? So let's decide when everyone else poured out of the...
You lost her.
Yeah. Know which way.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Gotcha.
Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah, and again, y'all keep forgetting this, but we gotta be back in the fucking AB rooms before time runs out because this fucking idiot decided to activate.
Yeah, I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, people. Get going.
Fox command, we scattered, filtering off the different doors as I ran. I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. Start with the first one, for A, I suppose. No one here, huh? Yeah, where'd she go? No point in complaining. I just need to look somewhere else. I turned and headed towards the exit. So floor B now? I'm imagining this is gonna play out significantly differently. No, but I'm not. But I guess we'll have to see. Because let's see, in one version, we find Alice dead and then we get killed. I think. In another version, we managed to bring Alice back to the infirmary. And then, but we can't figure out. But we can't figure out how to save both Quark and Alice since we only have one dose of the antidote. Those are the archives, huh? Pick Quark and Alice search them. Damn, can't hear her either. Even if I find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. Loses it like Quark did. Nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden. Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio had gone after passing through the... First thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere. The air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. The air outside had been dry and harsh, and here it was warm and wet like a forest. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere. Walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant. Man, I believe there's something like this here. What the hell is this even for? Strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. Find my thoughts back in, continued down the path, into the grass. I only got a few steps when I stopped short. Oh! We found her. Alice. Just like we did in this. After we went to the bee garden.
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
And she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
That assumption, considering I'm pretty sure people were getting murdered with a scalpel in another timeline, but whatever.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right.
Wait, hold on. There's something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
My right or your right?
Your right.
What the hell? It's a bomb.
Exactly.
I mean, I was expecting something a bit more scary, like someone was like observing us. Yeah, we know there's a bomb. It's not, there's other bombs. Like, I'm gonna just go out on a limb here. Finding if I find a nuke in my house, yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of shit is gonna come out, I will admit. But if I find a second nuke, at that point I'm just like, well, one nuke is like 2 nukes and 1 nuke. There's not much of a difference there, I have to say. Like, once there's 1 nuke that can blow you to fucking Kingdom Come, I don't think adding a second one really matters that much, right?
I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters.
You find nukes in your house every day? I thought that was normal.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01. Going to the crew quarters said 03. I mean, hey, I've always wanted to go into nuclear physics, so maybe one day I will just have nuclear fucking bombs laying around my house. There's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's an O2 bomb out there somewhere.
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who said it?
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it.
Yeah, it doesn't really work because, like, while we were all split off searching for Alice, and no one knows where anyone else was, so... I mean, I guess it's kind of like what you have to do with Danganronpa, right? You have to... Everyone has to go off in pairs at all times, because otherwise... Fuck, right? So... Yeah, it's really... There's no way to know, because... Like, when everyone just splits up to look for Alice, anyone could have come in here and planted it.
Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice.
Yep.
Help me out here.
Alice was lighter than I expected. Fine, I managed to set off towards the infirmary at a brisk trot.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
So things are progressing basically the same way as they did when we went through the... Remember? The first pathway we took. That's how it's kind of playing out to me right now. I had called everyone else back after I'd brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luke spoke.
Oh no.
No, what's going to happen to her?
Well, like
Probably
I said
die.
before, there's
That's
only
the most
one way
likely.
to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arm around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So this is what happens. Before anything else, we have to fucking go do the fucking Ambidex game, and 2 people are... Alice is incapacitated. That means Alice is incapacitated. Was Clover solo? I don't remember if Clover was a solo, but either way, I know for a fact that Alice has to pick, I mean, Quark, right. No, Quark wasn't a solo. Clover is fine. Quark wasn't a solo. Alice was, though. So whoever was on Alice's opposite of Alice, which I believe was Quark. Oh, yeah, it was Quark and, oh, yeah, so literally just fucking Quark and I forgot what the name, with K? K? I think his name's K, right? The guy in the guy in the suit. There's someone behind you. Real funny. Real funny.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Interesting.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
Yes. What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover?
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover.
Right. So yeah, Clover and Clover is solo as well, so that would essentially, if she doesn't vote, she essentially is guaranteed to pick ally.
If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa, what are you saying? You think I'm gonna choose betray?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Am I wrong?
Yes. Of course I'm gonna pick ally. For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice.
Consider you literally already did that when you fucking activated the AB room, you fucking idiot.
Right?
No, I won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, come on now. What is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too?
They all die.
If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
Nope.
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
Yep.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one.
What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Took the note from him and, slightly confused, began to read. There are some more AB game rules. Not voting is not an option. Both parties refuse to vote, and every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group, 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay, Quark, and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally.
Which means if he betrays, he wins.
That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Sure you do.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Oh dear. Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
She would die, but I don't think you care. Considering you betrayed in the last round.
Gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose ally. Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
I don't think you care.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game.
We gotta head to our
closes.
rooms.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words?
Huh?
It means this!
I'd never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyoji. Blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. He's cracked. He's actually cracked. Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyoji waited half a second to make sure he was down, and then turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover.
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. What the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise. Now get moving! You still don't trust me.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you, I just...
Me oldie, more like me daddy. Yeah, my man Dio is still down on the floor. He just got hit with the strength of 1,000 suns.
3 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We need to go.
Come on. Okay, take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. Ran as fast as we could, leaping through the door and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. Alright, I guess I'll make some predictions before we head in, right? So hold on, so Luna and Sigma are tied up with, Phi. Then Clover, or I guess I should do the doubles on the left side. So Clover is up against Tenmyoji and Dio, who Dio and Tenmyoji aren't voting. And then Quark and A versus, who are they up against? Alice, yes. Alice is staying behind, so she can't vote. Quark is staying behind, so he can't vote. So that means they have to pick ally by default. Alice picks ally by default. Should just do A and B rather than writing out the full word. So Alice must ally, Tenmyoji and Dio must ally. So then it's up to Clover and K what they're gonna do. I'm gonna predict, let's see, let me think. I really don't trust Phi, so I'm gonna say Phi is probably gonna betray us. Just gonna go out on a limb here. For Clover and K, they're both in the position where they have to choose whether or not they want to become murderers in order to escape, essentially, right? And the interesting thing is, Clover and K both betrayed in their previous round. However, because of like Tenmyoji's sacrifice, I don't think Clover is gonna betray him. So I think Clover is gonna ally. I have a feeling K will probably betray. Yeah, I think so. And I think Phi is gonna betray, so we're gonna betray. All right, those are our predictions. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
We all got a moon card, right?
Yes, we do.
Good. Go. Will Phi betray? I'm thinking, because right now we are both. We're both, it's like, she has incentive to betray, because if she betrays, if she betrays, then she's gonna, what's it called? She's gonna have 9 points and she's gonna be able to get out. She has the highest incentive for betrayal. Right? At the same time, if we ally and just keep working together, we'll be at 8 points and then we'll be very close to leaving, right? Fifth one. When the Dio opened, stayed empty. Sixth, which would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Dan Clover quickly entered the second and third. Right, Luna and I headed up.
Hold on a minute.
What is it?
You're going to choose ally, right?
Oh, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
Sure. I promise.
Cross your heart?
Cross my heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I'm man of my word. Are we? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Sigma is, but I don't know. But I don't think Phi is. Phi frowned but said nothing and disappeared into her own AB room, second from the left. Luna and I nodded to one another and headed for the last one, leftmost. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button. To enter your vote, the door will lock automatically. Not open again until the polling period is finished. Alright.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, so we don't even have time to deliberate our decision. Great.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? Promised. Said I'd choose
Yes,
ally.
but Phi has 6 BP.
Alright.
If she betrays us.
Yeah, she'd have for 9 points.
Right.
I know. What do you think we should do?
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means
Right.
if we betray Phi, and she chooses ally...
And now I would have none.
Yes, you see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
Right.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That's it. We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Yeah, this is tough. Alright. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain.
It's
until
really, you should
Ambidex game
really
polling
not leave it down to
closes.
the last second. Like, what if your finger slips and you don't press it in time, you fucking idiot? What am I gonna choose?
9, 8, 7,
Ally? Or betray?
6, 5, 4,
This is impossible.
3, 2, 1.
They're literally leaving it to the last second. My God. Okay, I'm gonna have another quick thing. So, I think we need to just think about this in a damage reduction sort of sense. I mean, let's think about what happens if I get to 9. Like, if Phi gets to 9 points, I have no guarantee that she won't just have us all killed, right? If she leaves through the number 9 door, we're all dead, because the door only opens once. But brain speeds up in 1 second becomes eternity. Thinking time. Yeah, basically. Because they wasted all this fucking time playing doctor with the, you know, like a deadly disease instead of actually thinking about what they were gonna vote, because fucking Dio's a retard. Alright, let's think about this objectively, right? Okay, so there are 4 possible outcomes. Let's say we choose ally. If Phi chooses ally as well, we are both at 8 points. Luna is at 7. Either way, we're all doing perfectly fine, hunky-dory, beautiful. Cool. If we get betrayed, then Phi has 9 points, and I don't know if I can trust her not to just leave us all behind and escape. If I betray and she betrays, we both stay the same and nothing changes. I betray, and if I betray her and she trusts the ally, I'll end up with 9, but I don't necessarily have to leave, and I trust myself not to leave people behind than I do her. I think in this situation, right, like I said before, the interesting thing about the prisoner's dilemma is that when you retry the prisoner's dilemma over and over again, allyship and trust becomes more important, becomes significantly better than betraying. The thing is, here, there's one game, and one game only. If I choose ally, I am at 9. I now have all the power. If I get betrayed, it's game over. If I betray her, but literally every other scenario is perfectly fine for me. And like let's say I betray her, right? And she also betrays me. Good. Okay, that was the best, like, I managed to successfully predict that she was going to betray me and stop the betrayal from happening. If I betray her and she allies, it doesn't matter. Because trust doesn't matter when I have 9 BP, right? So with that being said, think it's time we betray. Your vote has been recorded.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game.
Simply being
has
pragmatic
been
here, Phi.
completed.
Just like you said. I'm taking your advice, Phi. I'm being logical.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I don't even want to look at what path this is. Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. We're already gathered in front of the projection, waiting the announcement.
So, you chose betray.
Yeah.
Did you do it to protect yourself? Were you worried that Phi might choose betray?
Good question.
Huh?
I'm honestly not sure myself why.
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right. Let's go then. Alright.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game
Let's see.
will now be displayed.
See how this went.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Ooh. Ooh. No! Whoa, that's awkward. That's awkward as hell. I guess Kay was more trustworthy than I give him credit for.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Got 9, let's go!
Well played, Sigma.
I simply took your advice.
I guess a promise means a lot to you.
I had nothing to say. He was right. I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do
That's
it?
why I'm a Sigma male.
Nothing to say? I guess I misjudged you. I thought you were better than this.
I did what I had to do.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
I'm trying to make sure everyone gets out of here in one fucking piece.
Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Stop fucking LARPing. What's
A
that?
Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god. Actually, he's kind of the Roman god. He's in charge of all the others. Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done. You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
You did. You fucking betrayed Alice as well. Get off your fucking high horse, Phi. Turned away from Phi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. You too fucking betrayed someone in the last round! They both chose an ally, I promise. The only person who betrayed anyone, the only person with an ID. Little wonder I wasn't very popular.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. Would I break through them? It's the door. If I was through, I'd be out of the game. Free from their fucking villain origin story right now. What the fuck, dude? No, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Why had I chosen to betray? My memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice. I'd just been curious to see what would happen. Betrayal is what I wanted. I would have made the choice with commitment. There I was, and I couldn't turn back. If I did try to open the door, they would all be suspicious of anything. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences. I mean, I would say the fact that you have the ability to leave them all behind to die right now, but you choose not to, has to count for something, right? Like, I would honestly say that is more a sign of trustworthiness, the fact that you can escape but choose not to, than fucking the ally betray fucking mind game shit. Because, like, the whole idea was to give yourself the power so that you wouldn't use it for evil, right? Right? Getting some text messages. Back to see if anything important or not. Alright, nothing important. Let's continue.
Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
Oh, damn, I've been on top chat instead of live chat this whole time. If I missed any of y'all messages, I apologize for that. I was not showing them to me. Not gonna do something that was beyond the reach of. Why hadn't I just chosen an ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if I spoke and I...
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while. Okay?
Huh? Started to turn around, but it was already too late. Felt the heavy hand slam in the back of me. Everything went dark. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen! Well, we did get a game over. We finally reached a proper... We finished the game, guys! Woo! We got the dumbest fucking ending possible, but we did it! Alright, let's, what time is it? I think we still have time. Yeah, we can pick the next option, see how that goes. Generally, the way I like to do these is I like to just start off with an escape room and then just do a bunch of novel stuff. So I'll probably just keep doing novel stuff until I reach another escape room. You know, I'll just keep like filling out more paths until I reach an escape room, and then that's where I'll end it. That's usually what I like to do. Alright, so then let's head back to the AB game round 2. And this time we'll pick ally. So now the question is she still gonna pick ally in this time?
1 minute.
Because that's not what happened with Alice.
Yes, but if she... Right. I'll be... You have 6, that means... Yes, you see, and either...
Yeah.
That's it. We don't have that. You have to... Yes.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
Honestly, I feel like the Ambidex game could have some interesting potential as like a game show, right?
5.
Like
4.
You have 9 contestants, and then every round they get paired up in random groups, and they have to choose whether to ally or betray to gain or lose points. And then at the end of the day, when someone has 9 points, they can choose to end the game, and everyone that has a 9 gets like a cash prize or something. It'd be interesting to see how people behave in that situation.
I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the lapsum cement.
So we're getting our... Even Jupiter can escape what he's done, but I can, because I have time travel powers.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be... Thank you, Ambidex game.
Let's go. Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They're already gathering in front of the projection, waiting the announcement.
You chose Ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah, of course. I did too.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
No, it's not confidence.
What?
I already know. Let's just go have a look, shall we? Your clairvoyance shit has been wrong in the past, Sigma, remember. Oh, and the prize gets split between the players, so if you want to be the only one. No, not even that. No, I don't think the prize should be split. I think like let's say the prize was like $1,000 or something. Like everyone that gets 9 gets $1,000. Because remember, in this, because it's not about, because you're not. I don't think we want to. The game shouldn't incentivize people to try to escape with as few people as possible. The best ending should be for everyone to get 9 points and everyone to get those dollars. But the reason why that won't happen is entirely because of distrust, right? You wouldn't trust someone who had 9 points to, you know, not leave you all behind. So then you would do it yourself. So the betrayal is less about gaining a bigger reward and more so about preventing other people from betraying you, which I think is the, you know, what makes the Ambidex game so interesting to me. The psychology of it above all else, right? Like at the end of the day, the best option is for everyone to pick ally for 3 rounds. Everyone has 9 points. Everyone gets out. That is objectively the best option. But can you really trust other people to, you know, can you trust 8 strangers in order to, because that's what you need in order for that scenario to play out like that.
Okay, let's go.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Also, I guarantee you, people who have fucking brain worms from watching like those like 5-minute long YouTube like TEDx videos, right? Where it's like, oh, the prisoner's dilemma, right? Like those people have fucking brain worms, and they would 100% be like, yeah, picking betray is the smart choice because I watched the prisoner's dilemma video from Vsauce. So I'm gonna pick betray, and that's mathematically the best option. And so I'm gonna win. And so, you know, but in the case of this game, the outcome of knowing how it all ends is like, what do you mean? Like, what happens after you get out? Well, I mean, the prize in this case is just getting out.
Please stop.
Okay. That still goes fine. Ah, you fucking bitch! I knew you would.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I don't feel bad about my decision.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Alright, so do we get to beat up Phi now? It's only fair. What the hell, Phi? Why'd you choose betray? You chose ally before.
I see. So you remember it too? The other round too.
What? That wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. Hell, anticlimactic? Hey, hold on a minute. You know. You remember how I chose betray last time in round 2?
Yeah, of course. Why do you think I chose betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yes.
Get that? And this is you making me pay. Wait. No, that didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. Look, we both know about an earlier round 2. Look, there have been an earlier round 2. Some sort of mystery? What the hell was I thinking? This conspiracy theory shit. And if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there's no way I could have known what had happened in it. No way I could. I think there wasn't. Oh, but if I could, then how? Or if I choosing ally, scowling at me when I promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Phi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? Happened before, hadn't it? During round 1 of the AB game. I was playing against Alice. I'd seen something. Phi and I had chosen betray. For some reason, I'd seen a reality where we chose an ally instead. Suddenly I realized that I was alone. Look up to see Luna, Clover. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose betray, Phi?
Yeah. You're the only one who didn't vote ally.
I looked away and scowled. Several long moments where I stared off into the distance. I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Yep, and that's exactly why I was fucking betrayed you. Cause I can't trust you as far as I can throw you. Kay, beat her ass! What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
I guarantee you that door opens slower than my fist meets your face. I guarantee you. Hey, wait. Scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out.
You're in my way. Move.
No, I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who'd ditch the rest of us so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Motherfucker, you betrayed Alice in the first round. You have no fucking place to talk. Betray? What are you saying?
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No! No, I'm not
I
moving.
see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Phi bent down. What? And it shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, with her hand on the lever. You. Don't just let her pull it. Run!
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever. There's still time to reach her.
Plaudite. Acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
It's Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means.
Ah.
See you later.
Wait, stop. Felt myself speaking before I knew what the word. Lapsum semel occasionem non ipse protest Jupiter reprehende. Not even Jupiter could find a lost opportunity. Sure, this is how you want it to end. What about the Nonary game? 0. We still don't know any of it. If you leave now, we never will. A bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it plays out for him. Is that really what you want?
Fine.
Woo! I slowly let go of the lever. Look, I'm sorry. But praying, even that was an alternate timeline. And honestly, I don't think that holds up in a court of law, but I'm honestly not sure why.
Forget about it. This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
These guys are just standing up to the side like, what is happening here? What the fuck?
When did you betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No. We're not talking about round 1, we're...
Just drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
Yeah.
Huh? I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Phi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
The 8B game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief. Please don't scare us like that again.
Whew.
The Ambidex gates have closed.
Alright, crisis averted,
Round
folks.
3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Okay.
Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
Oh, so then this time, once we get the star keys, then it's just Ambidex games until people get the right, until people get enough points. You just play over and over again. As many times as we want, huh? Which means we can just grind everyone up to 9 BP by just continuously choosing ally. And
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
You can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Didn't Zero Jr. say something about that?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
You gotta be in the, they gotta be the people currently in the infirmary then. Huh? Wait a sec. Moon and Clover and a pair. Why is a cyan pair in case of yellow? What the hell am I supposed to partner
The
with?
cyan pair, I imagine.
Phi and her mysterious partner.
do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Green and blue.
And what color would you get by adding your red to that?
Green and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes, we've already seen.
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one. In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Yep, those three.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
So I guess my group was the only one who didn't go to the warehouses. Huh.
They had the same little lock thingies. I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors.
I mean, we've not seen any other ones, so it kinda has
What
to.
about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I wonder what colors
As
they
far
are.
as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
Right.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark.
I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Hey guys, something I need to tell you.
What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. Looked at Phi. Truth is, the second bomb?
What?
Oh no!
You found another bomb?
Yeah,
Where?
a garden.
No, that's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
So then someone must have placed it after y'all left.
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
So there is someone just going around placing bombs! Fucking arsonist! There's a number on this one too. It said 01. There's the one we found at the crew quarters said 03.
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
Well, technically it'd be the second bomb. The first one we found was actually the third, and the second one was actually the first, but, you know, it's all technicality.
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if we do find it, what are we supposed to
Yeah,
do?
I don't like, what's the point, right? Like, whoa, we're gonna die. Now we know which way the explosion that will inevitably kill us is gonna come from. Wow, that certainly isn't fucking helpful.
That is a concern for later. At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody
How
else
are you
know.
supposed to fight a nuke?
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... Let's see.
2 hours. Got a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
Good?
That sounds good to me.
There's a lot of things that we need to fill people up on.
Right, I'll tell the others too.
Good. Let's go. So, where are we? I guess we're gonna be just getting to look around the various rooms like we did a couple of other times, right? This should be the art. No, this is the warehouse. Right? Archives is. Mori, Lionate the Sun. These are the white doors. And Clover. Yeah, there's the lock. Question, these are metal doors.
So it seems.
Ah! When did you?
I've been here the whole time.
Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh, I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
So, what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. How did you? Batman.
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually. You also jumped super high, all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Graffiti? Oh yeah, that. Antimatter Reactor. Oh, this is gonna be a lock. And flying at the sun. Get it right then, or what?
Why do you say that?
Oh, I managed to spell ninth one. What's E in?
You're right.
I guess it's an anagram. Too lazy to actually figure out what it means. And again, maybe it means.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
I know. Give me a little credit. And I know what memento mori means. You see it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates something like, be aware of death, or remember your mortality. Never forget that we die someday. It's sort of a cautionary.
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Sort of conditional compliance. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Hey. Huh. Well, let's see. That's Mori, the ninth line at the sun. Mori, the ninth. Due to the words over and over in my head. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. Perhaps Phi.
Huh?
No Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Then how do you know that phrase? Lapsus Cassium nonips potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Oh, that. That's from, this.
You unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
Turned it over. Nothing. So I guess the I is pronounced J in Latin.
Yeah.
What's this?
A memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does it mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I don't have anything else to say, so I just turn her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language. Elapsum semel occasionum non ipsi protest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
We can find our lost opportunities. That's why I followed you here. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Yeah, probably best for the psychics to talk about psychic powers when the other people aren't around to think that we're crazy. Yeah. I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
Saying we should go somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
So waiting for a reply, she turned and started towards me. Follow. Okay, so I guess we're heading to the... What's this? Archive. I mean, we were here when we were searching around for Alice, right? We didn't see anyone. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Where the hell do we look?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
What about that Jupiter?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look. Well,
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time.
yes.
No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
Yeah, timeline.
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Oh, kind of. I've heard about it once or twice. It's also just so much less interesting. I'm one.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say, I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips. Anything?
Work. Busted down sexual style like a quirked up white boy who's goated with the sauce. Anything, really. I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did what she asked. Scratch head, cross arms, put hand on hip. Applaud. Applaud.
Interesting choice. You clapped your hands, right? But you could have chosen to cheer or blow a kiss, right?
And yet, you still haven't busted it down sexual style. I'm starting to think you are not goated with the sauce after all, Sigma. Are you even a quirked up white boy? You can literally fit that fucking meme into any fucking sentence. Oh, kiss.
The details don't matter.
I don't know how to dance.
Just talking about possibilities here. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things.
Except there aren't, because I have psychic powers, and if they did, I would know about it.
All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world, a world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, I've simplified it a lot. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Whoa. Hold on a second. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious.
Can you say for sure that you are? All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision? At that level, how different are you from the air? I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality.
That's why it's the study of consciousness such a fascinating field. How does such a thing even arise? What the fuck is consciousness?
Falling in love is like a
work?
tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America.
Like if we could create a computer that just to exactly replicate a human brain, right? Just like replicate every synapse, every single connection, every function of a human brain, would that computer be sentient, right? Is sentience just a purely mechanical result of the multitude of transmission of information?
See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter.
Right.
That's where history happens.
And
That's where universes branch out.
Since particles are actually wave functions, every single time they interact with each other, the wave function collapses into infinitely many possibilities. So it's not just that there are infinite branches, but there are infinite branching off points. And there are infinite branches, infinite branching off points, and at each infinite branching off point, at each point, there are infinite possible possibilities there. So it's like the cardinality of that infinity is a lot bigger than that of just like the real numbers. It's an uncountable.
Are you done with that shelf?
No, not.
Well, keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics? Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
Oh god, no, not the fucking Schrodinger's cat thing. I fucking hate it so much. This one. Out of the box I've been examining over to her. Set it down on the desk. It's actually something interesting. This is a lock, supposedly, but I think we got through the lock, right?
Also,
I think that there was a lock here for how to stop Phi from running out of the warehouse. Yeah, warehouse A. The lock was how do we stop Phi from trying to escape on her own. And the way we do it is we betray her, learn that Latin phrase, and then say it to her. So that's actually an example of how, by solving one of the timelines, we actually managed to get unlock one or the other. Very, very cool.
Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
That she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously. Those took a weight and an ink jar and put them next to the lion.
All right, everything's ready.
Right.
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat? It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for
This'll only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Oh, there's a stuffed lion.
From now on, that's a cat.
Big cat.
A living
Sure.
cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe. Ugh, maybe I can just ignore it.
I honestly, I do believe him, but I also would not put it past him to just be doing it on purpose. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right, what else do you see?
A weight that's not even pawned and a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material, and the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here. So good.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink.
It's full of poison gas. They totally added the Schrodinger's cat into the story only to make cat jokes. Yes, and I fucking love
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid.
This is animal abuse?
And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
Breaks. Gas fills the box, the cat inhales it, and death whisks
And what
away.
if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I can't possibly know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
Dead. The world's a harsh place for a cat. Have a feline, the poor kitty's dead.
Nope. You're wrong. That's wrong
Alive?
too.
Then what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
Quantum superposition. Love to see. What? How does that make any sense? You know, it's actually funny that we're playing this right now, because literally the physics Nobel Prize a couple of weeks ago was literally for proving this very fucking thing once and for all.
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level.
Because there used to be the idea that there were some kind of hidden variables that would determine the state of quantum particles, and then they have a definite state, it's just that we can't really understand what that state is determined by, hence why hidden variables. However, in order for that to work, that would need to satisfy Bell's inequality of, because that would mean everything would need to sustain locality, meaning information can't travel faster than the speed of light, and realism, meaning that there is a, everything has definite values. However, the Nobel Prize in Physics, literally a couple of weeks ago, was just because they finally managed to prove, they managed to find that Bell's inequality is, the Bell's inequality had been proven to be broken by quantum mechanics for a long time, but this was the experiment that really solidified it by using light from quasars to randomly change detectors and mirrors in order to prove that it was literally impossible. Without proper quantum entanglement and stuff, superposition, this sort of stuff just doesn't work. So, yeah, really cool stuff.
We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar.
Yep.
Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities. Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
then it's both alive and dead.
Right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive.
Oh, looks pretty dead to me.
Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea. Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. But the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead then. It's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lids. It must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
What on earth are you talking
Think back.
about? Crazy lady?
Remember round 2 of the AB game?
Right.
When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
Because Ally and you chose Prey.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
I think the Schrodinger's cat explanation is a very roundabout way to explain this, but yes, I get what you're trying to say. I just think it's an incredibly bloated and roundabout way to explain this. But my choice in the future altered your action in the past.
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I chose an ally, Alice had chosen Betray. When I chose Betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
Spoke, she tossed the die in the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
Or 4. It has to be 4.
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job.
Let's go.
You got it right.
Oh, it's just a 4.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
4.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it?
Die was technically in all 6 values at the
I
same
don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, I was on all the numbers?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
Then when you open the lid, one number?
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Hey, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
Such a bad way to explain it. That's crazy.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point.
We just spent 5 hours talking about cats. Everyone else fucking already went through the chromatic doors. God damn.
Reality separates off into an
really
infinite
just flew
number
by
of
fast.
branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Dirty deeds done to cheap. Dojan. Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? Another world. Knew all those other things.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works, but whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, like I think us to say is it's new.
Yeah.
Causing this. I don't remember ever doing this before. Why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just,
What?
well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
Because he's trying to stimulate our psychic time jumping powers for some nefarious goal, just like the previous Zero. Huh. You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. Now 9 of us are locked up inside the box right now.
What if you've got it backwards?
Back-
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
The moment we step out of this place.
Yeah, we might be determining the history of the world outside.
One way to put it. No way. I had 1,000 other questions before I could open my mouth to ask them.
Oh, good. There you are.
Did something happen?
Yes, we found it.
Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find? The bomb! The other antimatter bomb.
Yeah, sorry, we were talking about quantum physics and like weird psychic shit, okay?
The number
Sorry.
2 bomb is in the control room.
What are you talking about, Sigma? Stop lying to me. I know you were busting it down sexual style, like a quirked up white boy. Jesus Christ. You can't lie to me.
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. Well, at least found them all.
No. There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Tell anyone about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course, although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you two.
What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. That's good.
Nice.
Finally looked at one another and left out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
Please. Took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green soul. Alice. Huh? Quark is the blue soul. Dio is a yellow pear. Myoji was cyan. I believe we were solos. We were the red side. That's Sigma. Solo?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
That should, yeah. I laid out what that would mean. Option A. Oh, here we go. I guess I didn't need to write it down anyway, so. Phi and Tenmyoji would pair up with me. And Dio would pair up with Quark. Over in Luna, would pair up with Alice.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yep.
Yeah, any other combinations don't make white.
What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's gonna be a while till
We'll just have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets.
Could chop them off.
And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Think, Kara?
Yeah. Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Right? Oh, we still need to figure out what we're gonna do about this. Bella said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever.
We can, because we will leave. They won't.
I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Okay. What? Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? Bomb should only have as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Yeah, but just remember what room you're standing in, Sigma. But just nothing to sniff at. Nowhere near the kind of yield.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh. Oh! You mean there might be a bunch more high-T hydrogen around here? No! He's literally... What is this MCU shit? He's standing right behind me, isn't he? Turns around, fucking massive antimatter fucking reactor. Jesus Christ, Sigma. Yep, right over there. He's standing right behind me, isn't he? Sigma is not the brightest banana in the bunch.
The reactor.
Yeah, there are supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
We're all gonna die. Three and a half. That's like 1,000 times more than Alice's 350 milligrams.
There really is that much. And if it does explode...
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
No. That's that's insane.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
Know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training, they...
She's actually just the worst fucking secret agent in history. It's incredible. Training for what?
My job?
Oh, of course. I realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide. Or how much fuel each one of those reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Yeah.
Well, she's right then.
Why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
What are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Oh my... What?
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
The government?
Jesus Christ! I'm so fucking bad at this! This is incredible!
This is like the fucking Enclave in Fallout 2, where you just walk into their base and they will just like give you their access to all of their secret plans because they just think you're like a new recruit or something.
The government?
That's right. I said her job was to eliminate enemies of the state or something. So you two do work together.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking about?
How long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Damn. We were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay? Bye!
Hey, you have it. Damn it. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get...
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What? What did she do?
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
Nothing.
You're right, everyone else was already back. Brooke and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both sleeping soundly. Any traces of madness we'd seen earlier gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, their own eyes.
So what the hell should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
The deactivator thing that we found in the... control room.
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about.
Already got it.
Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Exactly. I don't have any idea what it was at first, but Phi figured it out. Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Couldn't get it to do anything, though. Plugged in a couple of random characters, but all we got was an error.
What if there was a failsafe that detonated on a wrong password, you fucking idiots?
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right?
Well, this could just be all part of the nonary game. I think you people are just underestimating what the nonary game entails.
So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense.
But yeah, then he wouldn't give us the fucking detonator.
Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method.
Yeah, except, I mean, interrogation generally.
So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs? Not that I expect you to do that.
Yeah, so what's the plan,
we're
Phi?
going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
I mean, if they anticipated something like this, they could have just stashed the remote away in, like, a little hidden cupboard that no one would look in, and then if they ever needed to detonate the bombs, all they need to do is just get to that cupboard. If it's in, like, a reasonably easy-to-access place, like the lounge, for example. Yeah?
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes.
But
No buts. If you refuse, that implicates you.
This violates my Second Amendment right, Fourth Amendment rights.
Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go
Unreasonable
first?
search and see.
All right. Let's see.
Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. Words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized this thing.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. Met Phi's guys and modded. Then I know who set the bomb. That person. That person was you! What are they literally doing the fucking Danganronpa thing? No! The room was suddenly silent. And this is gonna be a lock, right? Yes. Yeah, so we don't know who the person is, but we're gonna need to figure it out in a different timeline. Very cool stuff. I like how they're, because I was actually kind of worried about this when I first started the game, right? Because obviously the whole first game just builds up to this whole telepathy thing, and like you don't really know what's going on, and then eventually it's like this big reveal, right? Like you can't do it a second time. You can't have the same build up to the same reveal a second time, and you also can't just ignore the fact that this sort of like across time and space telepathy fucking exists in this fucking time, in this universe, right? So you kind of like you kind of just have to embrace it and just use it as part of your narrative just throughout the whole thing, and that's essentially what they're doing. And so I think it was a very, it was a good choice for the game to do that. But yeah, so for this lock we needed that. Now interestingly enough, oh fuck, no, not the intro cutscene again. Oh god. Let's see. So we have that lock. So why is that lock green? Because we fucked that up, right? Like if I go there, where did Alice go? Like, we got a game over here. We don't have this lock. So why is it green? On here, damn. Oh. Just an instant. Somewhere else entirely. Okay, this is a different thing. All right. Well, I mean, we'll see. Well, let me just see if this is actually a different thing. I had reeled then, and just as I began to adjust, it was gone. Nothing had happened. What was that? So this was its own lock and unlock? Okay, that's really fucking cool. That's really cool. It's the same sensation I felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. It had been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. Should be. Damn it, Alice. That was the crew quarters, right? What about the crew quarters? Yeah. That has to be it. Set off on a dead run. If this actually does unlock it, then I'll end it here. Pursue this route in a different episode. Is the outcome any different? Oh, when I through hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 on it. Oh, it should be in here. Solid and threw open the door. Alice, we're here. Alright, then yeah, this is different. Okay, cool. Then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna leave it here. And we'll pick back up next time. Yeah. Good. Alright. What did I play? Yeah, okay, that is it. That is the, that will be the end. Yeah, thanks for being here, Tom the Fish. Hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, obviously, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, join the Discord in the description, all that good stuff. Usually notify when we're live on the Discord. It's more reliable than YouTube notifications, that's for sure. And, you know, it helps the channel out. And, yeah, I'm very much enjoying this game. And we'll be back. I'm probably gonna end up doing Banner Saga tomorrow, since I haven't done that in a while. But I'll try to get this someday during the week. I did say at the start of today that I was gonna be streaming Dragon Ball Breakers afterwards. I'm not sure about that. I'm probably gonna rest for like an hour or two, just because I'm tired. And then I might end up streaming the Breakers today, or I might end up doing that tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, so keep an eye out. I might end up streaming the Breakers later on in a couple of hours, but no promises. So yeah, I'll see y'all either later today or tomorrow.